in my kitchen. So today, that's what I'm gonna work on. Mary and I are gonna work on making a few things. Some of the things that we're making today, we've made a lot, and other things we've never made. One thing we're gonna be making is called blender bread. It is a paleo bread made out of eggs and cashews. We make that a lot, at least once a month, so we'll be making that. And then we're gonna be making a homemade granola cereal, which I've made versions of this before, but it's been a while. We're also gonna make candied nuts. I love candied almonds at Christmas time when they're cinnamon and sugary, they're so yummy. So we thought we have all these extra nuts, let's use them to make candied nuts, and then we can put them on salads. But the big thing that I've been wanting to try is fermenting. I wanted to ferment some cabbage and some carrots just to try it for the heck of it. So I have all of the proper tools I finally got in the mail, and so we're gonna try that today too. Overall, it should be a nice day of the kitchen smelling wonderful and yummy food being made while we stay inside because of, again, it decided to become winter outside. So we're gonna stay in here and have a good day.
Here's our chicken.
So you add the almonds to the egg whites and stir and coat. Add the sugar mixture and stir and coat again. Whoa. We'll use the bigger one for the granola. All right, once the egg yolk is frothy, but not forming peaks. I hope that's not forming peaks. I will add the nuts, coat it, and then add the sugar, coat it, and then bake it, and we'll see how it turns out. I'm excited. I think the egg yolk is going to give it that, the crusty shell almost. So it's not just sugar, but there's like a little bit of a crunch on the outside of it. Also, we mixed walnut, what did we mix? We mixed
Pecans.
pecans, and almonds together. You can see that the egg is what's helping the sugar to stick to the nuts. Besides all the yummy cooking, I have to start dinner too. So I have a couple chickens out of my basement freezer, and we're gonna spoil them all day long. We'll debone them, have that chicken, and I think we're gonna make like a chicken tortilla soup tonight for dinner. All right, we're gonna move on to granola. Two reasons why I wanna make granola today. One is because we love it, especially Chris. Chris loves to eat granola for breakfast. And the other reason is because we have all these supplies that I don't know what else to use them for, like pumpkin seeds. We have a small bag of pumpkin seeds, and we have a massive bag of pumpkin seeds, and then we have some in the freezer. We have a huge bag in the freezer of pumpkin seeds. So if you guys want to leave a comment below of any other recipes I can use with pumpkin seeds, please do so. I'd love for you to share them with me. But granola to me is a good way to use these pumpkin seeds. So I also have sunflower seeds that I'm putting in it. We have the oats, we have nuts that we're going to put into it. And I want to put coconut flakes. We have a lot of coconut flakes in our freezer. Again, another thing I want to use up. So we got to toast those in with it. And I don't think I want to put chocolate chips because we're trying to make it healthy. Maple syrup. So that's our goal here, and we're gonna, so really I think the idea with granola is you just take all your ingredients, you dump it, mix it, you get your juice, your sweetener, you have the maple syrup and the oil, mix all that, mix it all together, and toast it just like we did the nuts. Done. They are delicious, and they will not make it till the end of the day. They'll be gone. The only correction I would do next time is toast the almonds before I roasted them, so they have a little bit more of a roasted taste is what I'm looking for. So So now I'm gonna preheat my oven back up to 350 and mix everything together to get the granola going. That will take about a half hour to bake, and then it needs to cool for about 45 minutes so that it gets really nice and crispy. Okay, this recipe calls for your choice of either honey or maple syrup. I'm using maple syrup, and it gives you the choice of olive oil or coconut oil. I'm choosing coconut oil because I love coconut oil. I love days spent in the kitchen. So in the midst of cooking everything that I'm doing, I decided, why don't I clean my eggs too? So things are gonna get done here. We're gonna get down to business and get caught up on all the things that keep getting put off when I'm busy doing everything else. This is like homesteading 101, but do you know how to tell the difference between a fresh egg and a not fresh egg? Fresh eggs sink. Rotten eggs float. You don't want floaters. And then if they're in between, they're kind of in between being fresh and not fresh. So use those with discretion. So our granola is out of the oven. My daughter Sarah came over and brought a watermelon, so everyone's partaking in that. But it looks nice and golden brown. I'm afraid that it won't be super crispy because we have such a thick layer, but it has to sit undisturbed like this for 45 minutes as it cools, and then we'll see how well it crisped up. I think our granola turned out pretty good. It's nice and crunchy all the way through, despite the fact that it was the thick layer. It's going in the bag, and we have granola that will last us probably about maybe a week if we're lucky. And because I'm gonna actually have a bowl of it right now. Okay, I'm going to move on now to the blender bread. I got this recipe from Danielle Walker, who has many cookbooks, but her website is Against All Grain. She does paleo, celiacs type of recipes. She has a great, phenomenal story, and she has lots of great recipes. So I will put the link for this down in the comment section or in the description of the video. It is made primarily out of eggs and cashews. So I have three cups of cashews. I put in my blender, and then I will put my 8 eggs into my blender, and I will blend that up first. And so you need a really good blender for this because you need to be able to chop through these nuts pretty well. The better you chop them, the less gritty your bread is. After that, I just follow the recipe. I add the rest of the ingredients. I put it into a lined pan and bake it at 325. And it comes out to be such good bread. It's not sweet. It's like sandwich bread. And it is the best paleo recipe bread I have tried, and I've tried a lot. So the blender bread is out of the oven and cooling. It's so good. Mary's deboning the chicken.
Yeah.
All right, the one thing that was really new for me today that I wanted to try was fermenting vegetables. I want to make sauerkraut, and I want to ferment some carrots. And so I bought a few supplies on Amazon, and they finally came in, and I'm going to sterilize them. I'm getting information about how to ferment vegetables from another YouTube channel. I'll put that link below. I think it's Farmhouse at Boone. A couple of the supplies that she told me to get were weights to put into the top of the jars in order to keep the vegetables underneath the water line. And then these kind of fermenting sealers, I think they help with let air in, but not too much. I really don't know how they work, but this is what I got. So the next thing will be to start chopping up the vegetables and add the brine. Okay, this is gonna take several days, but I'm really anxious to see what it tastes like.
Spirit, amen. Bless us, O Lord, in these thy gifts which you are about to receive from thy bounty through Christ our Lord, amen. Father, Son, Holy Spirit, amen. Linda, go over here, look at this. Watch. Do the book. Here. And we're off.
Yeah. Hey. Where's my hand?
Got the grandbabies here today. My baby girl.
Look at my butt.
Another grandbaby coming in a week or so. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm exhausted. It's a busy day in the kitchen. What have you?
Yeah, thank you, Linda, for making this, and Mary putting it together. Thank you.
So now we're going to relax and have some good soup. Have a good night. Thanks.